guys, we don't know. We don't know what happened there. We have some ideas. You guys, the live video feed should be coming back up here soon, but for some reason, they shut us down real quick. I don't think it's an accident. This isn't the first time that this has happened to us. What we need to do is have our own platform, Black Book.
Right.
We need to have Black Book, so we don't have to worry about this. But this has happened one other time, and I think it's when we were discussing Zuckerberg that we had this issue. But we're not going to stop. We are not going to stop doing what we do. We are going to continue to do what we do. We're going to continue to educate our community, and because we may come across as a threat on certain platforms, I know that we need to continue this work. Let me just put this in here for you guys.
That just confirms it right there. Like I said, we don't have anything definitive, but leave your mind open to speculation that they just stopped our show.
Yeah. Yes. We're gonna continue to talk about this regardless.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get even deeper into it. We just it ain't your Wi-Fi, Vanessa. It's them. They didn't got in there and tried to shut it, because I know it ain't my Wi-Fi. You guys, if you guys have been on this show, if you guys have listened to what we have shared on this show, then you know that there has not really even been any times really that our show has been shut down, or that we have had to stop the show, or that the show quit right in the middle.
Right.
As soon as we get into this topic about young people and the effects that social media is having on them, the show gets stopped automatically. And I know that, you guys, please do this for me real quick. If you guys can hear us talking right now, I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to play a little something, give you guys some time to get back in here, because you guys have some nice comments. All you guys, please get back in here. Don't let them stop us. Don't let them stop what we're doing. And if they keep stopping it, we're gonna start it back up again. But let's get back deep into what we were talking about, okay? And make sure that you hit the shares on it too, because we do still have our First Amendment right, which is freedom of speech. We're not talking about hurting anyone or harming anyone.
No hate speech.
We have no hate speech on this show. If you've been on our show, if you've listened to our show, if you commented on our show, you know that that's not what we do. So it sure is funny that right now they choose to do what they're doing right now to this platform. And I believe it might even be artificial intelligence. And I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of conspiracy theories, because we don't do that either. But I will say this, that I'm sure they can recognize certain keywords that are coming across the platform and decide whether or not that conversation is a good conversation that they want to support on the Facebook platform. So I appreciate you guys who did come back in here and get back in here with us. I know that most of you guys will come back in here and get with us. So if the live feed is coming back up on your page, get back in there, and so we can have this and continue to have this conversation. Because obviously, if they feel this deeply about this conversation, it sure is funny. Let me tell you guys something else. It sure is funny, and this is something else I was going to get to. We got World Star, we got hip hop, we got YouTube. When we have the promotion of the annihilation of the black man, or the annihilation or the disgrace of the black woman on Facebook, the picture and video comes through real clear. It gets about a million different views in no time. Okay, in no time. When we have people on here fighting, but as soon as we start talking about things like this, do you recall the last show that we did where this happened, when we were talking about how black wealth was being spent and how people were how much money we had as a black community and how we were using it on materialistic things.
Right.
And that was the last time that I can remember that our show just shut down for no reason. And I don't think, like I say again, you guys, I'm not into conspiracy theories, but I don't trust what goes on, especially with these type of conversations. Other conversations, well, we were getting a lot of participation in this. They might not be as threatened by that, but when we start talking about all of these different people and we start talking about all of these different types of platforms, I know it raises the antennas and even eyebrows of the powers that be. But let me just say this. Social media, let me get this message out real quick before anything else happens. Social media in the lives of young black people promotes antisocial behavior. It causes them to imitate violence. It causes them to accept violence. And we have had something now, a phenomenon known to our world star hip hop and YouTube, is live death. Now that's an oxymoron in and of itself. That you can see death live. And now they call it live deaths. And a lot of times it is black people who are involved in these situations where they're at clubs or different venues and they're fighting, and then the fight breaks out, and then now they're shooting each other, and people are getting killed right there on camera.
Right. And you can go and find numerous videos where they're live just on Instagram or something, or doing a live feed or something, and actually get murdered while they're doing their
live feed.
Yeah, their live feed. So there's many instances of that, but that's allowed and that doesn't get shut out, but this does. Okay.
Listen, I want to say this to the parents and to the people that can hear our voice, and you guys, can you get in here and share this again? Share this video with some youngsters that need to hear this. You young black people, listen. They are out to get us, and that's not no conspiracy theory. That's a fact. They are out to get us, and they do not want to see us succeed, and they definitely don't want to see us love, support, and protect each other. So let me say this to you black people right now. Share this with your brothers and sisters. Understand that what they're doing to us right now is not fair. What they're doing to this platform right now, because of the conversation that we're having, is not fair, and they're doing this for a reason. And the reason is that they want to continue the hate. They want to continue the degradation of the black community. They want to do this.
They want to contaminate your minds is what they want to do.
They want to own your minds. And when we start doing what we know to do, which is each one teach one and come together, they feel threatened by that. And they are threatened by that. So you guys, please, let's do our part in sharing these videos and sharing this information with our young people, and also even with our parents that may have teenagers inside of the home, because this can help them as well. You guys, do not allow this social media. Take some time away from the social media. Put your phone down. Take 2, 3, 4 hours out of the day where you're not doing that. Because let me tell you something. What that promotes, and I'm going to tell you what a strong or high social media exposure promotes. What did they say? If you do it more than 3 hours a day, poor mental health.
A 2019 study found